Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and here we have the new WE Knives button lock, titanium button lock in 20 CV. Now, I gotta say, this is by far the best detent yet from WE Knives, or Civivi Knives, WE Knives. This detent for this button lock is perfect. And I was worried because when you look at it, the flipper tab is relatively small. So like I instantly thought like this is not going to be that great. I did buy this from Blade HQ, by the way. I'm not sure if there's any still available. I'll try to link it down in the description, but I'm not positive. They are new, so they might be selling out pretty quick. But when I seen it though, the flipper tab just kind of made me like, it's probably going to be a weak detent. But no, not at all. It has a nice, strong, solid detent from the flipper tab. And, I mean, obviously, if it has a strong detent here, it's going to have a strong detent here. But perfect. I mean, absolute perfection. You cannot... Let's see if I can fail it from the thumb studs. It's difficult. Let me see if I can fail it right here. Oh, I'm going to fail it. Just give me a second. The break is just so solid. I'm trying. Let's cheat. How about that? Okay. If I cheat it, but I mean, I can fail anything if I cheat. It is so good. So, good for them for perfecting this detent. Now, no detent lash. Rock solid right now. I'm muscling it too. I mean, I'm muscling it. But tiny bit of lock stick. No, not worried about that whatsoever. I actually prefer a tiny, tiny bit. And it's not even... It's not much at all. Not much at all. Now, I picked the blue one. Why? I don't know. I already have the black and gold because this comes in multiple different versions depending on the color pattern you want. So I already have the black with the gold, so I figured I might as well get the blue. But they do have a couple different options, and I think they even have like a Damasteel one or a Damascus one that's the price goes way up there. But the blade, love this blade shape, drop point blade, beautiful swedge on top. I do wish this was a stone wash or a satin. It's more the bead blasted finish. I know that's a more affordable finish for them, but I prefer the bead blast or the stone wash. But beautiful swedge on top. Blade stock thickness is, you know, standard thickness, but it does have a beautiful taper down to the tip. Tip is going to be great for piercing, and with this size, I should have mentioned this already. This is not a big one, but it's not small. 4-finger grip. So it's a full-size knife, but not large at all. So here's their button lock Altus. And you can see it's slightly... is it the same size? I mean, it's the same length. So same exact size as the Altus, except for it is... Yeah, the detent's better on this. This is slightly bigger, like broader. If you can see the blade's broader. The scales are broader. Possibly a little bit thicker. So it's almost like a premium version of the Altus, just a little broader. So it's going to slice a little bit better. The ergos are going to be slightly better. You're going to get a little bit more leverage throughout the cuts. I do feel the clip quite a bit. Now, again, I really wish they would just do titanium milled pocket clips. I know this is a titanium milled pocket clip, but what I mean is I wish they would do a titanium milled pocket clip, not like this type of spring clip. And if you're going to do this spring clip, okay, at least inset it, because they're not insetting them. I know it's reversible, and I know on this side it makes it look cleaner without the hole right there. But they could put a an insert in there, you know, maybe to match the blue so it kind of hides it, or even a different color to match the blade, or, you know, match the hardware to make it two-tone. There's a lot of options there that they could do if they inset it, and it just makes it so, like, better, you know, not only in and out of the pocket, but helps it from any wiggle. It makes it look cleaner, and it makes you feel better because it's something that they added that they went extra, right? And we like the extras. Now, you know, with this, you can tell they're trying to cut some prices here, and I get it to some extent. You know, they have to make it work. But man, this detent, whoo, so good. It is riding on ceramic caged bearings. Now, I can slow roll it, but I have to kind of hold that thumb stud there so it doesn't pop, because it'll start popping on me. Jimping on the spine, it's okay. I mean, it's good jimping, and it's placed okay. I'm okay with the plunge grind because they did give me something. I'm happy that they did not put the plunge grind right at the edge, so they at least gave me something to sharpen off. So thank you for giving me something. I like more, but you know, it's acceptable. Right? You can see here where I've already sharpened this one. And you can see where I've hit the plunge grind already. You can see where I nicked the finish off, or the black coating off, sharpening it because it's close to the edge. So, and that's a reason why you want the plunge grind to be far away from the edge. I do like this line down the center. You know, it adds a little pop, and if you notice, it has like a tapering effect where it goes down to a sharp point down here. That looks cool. Anodized titanium hardware. I really like their hardware. They do have good titanium hardware. Really good titanium hardware. No milling on this. No milling at all. I don't mind that. The weight's fine to me. The geometry, you know, it could be a little bit better. I know they usually do their really thin geometry more so with their budget knives, because those are like the real, you know, user knives. But I like to use all my knives, and I would love to see this thinned out just a tiny bit more. It's good. It's acceptable. It's perfectly fine. A lot of people grab this and say this is really thin geometry. I would, you know, a hollow grind would be amazing on this. And I'm just, you know, talking crap right now, but yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. This detent is just, man, it's so good. So good. I hope they're all like this, because I'd hate to be raving about it, then somebody else gets theirs and it's like, wah, wah. But the stone washing anodized blue handle, man, it just looks so good. Now, the clip, I do feel it quite a bit in the hand. I can go like this with my hand and angle it where it's very comfortable right here. So if I need to bear down, I'll be just fine. But when I hold it like this, that's when, you know, of course, you know, it's got a clip. It's not a big handle. So it feels similar to the, you know, to the Altus, just a little bit broader. Blue standoffs, blue anodized standoffs in the back. Yeah, I'm liking it. I think they did a heck of a job. These thumb studs, I like really grippy thumb studs. These are not like that, but they have enough grip to where it's great. It's great. No problems with it. But normally I like a little bit of a little bit more grip, but these are very, very acceptable. I like them. Great job. I think they did a good job on this. Now, heat treats. So haven't had an issue with their heat treats. I thought they've been doing a pretty good job. Now, recently somebody did a test on a cut test, and it didn't do well. They didn't do well with their 20 CV or M390. It was one of the two. Basically the same thing. So that's a little sad to see. I think it came out at 60.5 HRC. which we would like to see it harder than that. So I'm going to try to speak to We Knives and see what's going on with that, see if they can't bump that up, because for the price of these, we shouldn't be getting, I don't want to say soft, because there's an optimal range which makes 20 CV's performance really shine. And we would like to see that from the community, right? We'd love to see that. So, you know, I'm going to try to speak with them and see if maybe that's not something that can happen, because I think that if more cut tests come out and, you know, it starts coming out that their heat treat is on the softer side, not even on the softer side, sorry. It's not at the optimal range, and we're not getting any better edge retention than S30V, then what's the point? Now, I have not had an issue with them. Sharpening them, they get really sharp. They felt really good. And all their other steels, they've been great, you know. So, like, I've screamed about their 14C28N. I think they do that very well. I think they do their D2 better than most, you know, because a lot of companies don't do it very well. And some of their other steels, I've been fine with. Now, their 20 CV and their M390, if they're not doing it as well as their other steels, then maybe it wouldn't even be a bad idea. Just, you know, like, why get it? Why pay the premium price for it if it's not going to perform much better? And there was one test, guys. It was one test, so I'm not saying that that's going to be, you know, the result from all of them. But one test did reflect that. And if more tests are done and it winds up being a thing, the community's going to wind up, you know, saying something. They're going to have an issue with it. So, but yeah, as of right now, I don't have an issue with it. I would love to see them bump it up so that we can get the optimal performance out of it. Especially for the price, you know, premium price tags. So, but, you know, they do everything else so good that is one of the most important things. But anyways, guys, just the first impressions on this. This is not a review. I have not used this yet. I have not did a cut test with it. I haven't sharpened it or anything like that. This is just fresh out of the box. And I'm impressed. I'm very much impressed. So, there you guys go. Love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.